I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV, episode 219. I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars book series and ruler of the best pod on YouTube. Tonight's going to be a special evening, besides the fact that we've made this a big week, and this is a Thursday special, but we will be we're talking about a special event happening this weekend, which is Wreaths Around America. I never really talked about this previously on in the past 2 years, so I thought that we would talk about it tonight. I did have a guest, but that appearance fell through. So I'm going to do some talking about it. And actually, I was able to get a surprise somebody. And we will talk about Wreaths Across America. This may not be the normal long one as a Wednesday interview, but I think it's meaningful, and I think this is something that is worthwhile to talk about. I thought about doing it I thought about maybe this would have been better on a Wednesday, but we had Janet last night, and I didn't want to reschedule for Janet.
And did you send me the link on the email? Which book?
Guys, stand by. Okay, I'm back. Had to let the guest have the link. It should take her a few moments for her to come on. But as I said, December is a month of special episodes, so why not have a big week to talk about a special event that's going on nationwide. Okay, so while we are waiting for the guest to arrive, let me welcome who I've got so far out there. Let's see. Nope, it is not a litter of slapshot spawns. He's been fixed. We got us. Yeah, it is a surprise, Dalek. And snorts, snuffles, and stands by. Okay. So we let's see. So right now we've got we've got Taylor Swift, Greater Than Disney Star Wars or MCU here. Hello there, Matt G. We've got okay, let me do this. Taylor Swift. Okay. Gotta make sure I keep track of this. All right. And then we have our amazing wrench team. We've got Legatus Legionii, the first one in, the last one out. We've got $451. Totally surprised that we're doing one on a Thursday. And of course, you know him, you love him, you're afraid of him. Start up a pass. Gilbert. Touch screen. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. All right. So, we have our guest for tonight. She's waiting in the green room. And so we will bring her on. Welcome to my producer and the amazing Sandra.
Hello.
She. Oh. Do you have the speaker on?
I had my mic on. I'm trying to turn it off.
Right. I have my mic off now.
Okay. All right. There. No echoing. Yes, we have Sandra on. She doesn't come on here that often. It took so I really appreciate her coming on in this joining us in this capacity. We had like I said, our guest did not make it tonight for whatever reason. And Sandra has been to a few of the Wreaths Across America, as have I, and she's done it in her capacity of Civil Air Patrol. So I asked her, rather than just cancel this, if she could talk about Wreaths Across America and her experiences doing it. So thank you, honey.
Only for you.
I appreciate that.
Especially since I just got back from the airport.
Can you hear her okay on the microphone, guys? And Alex says, Sandra, this is an even bigger surprise. Thank
Me
you.
too.
Legatus Legionii has put the link out there. Okay, let me do this real quick. It's going to. Once it goes up. Okay, so that's the link for Wreaths Across America. I'm going to read for some background. I'm going to go real quick into the Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia description of it, but it's a lot easier than try and find try to go through their actual website, which you can read if you want to. Go to their website, which is right there. Wreaths Across America is an American nonprofit organization established in 2007, so it's relatively new, by wreath producer Maura Worcester, assisted by veterans and truckers. The primary activity is distributing veterans' wreaths for placement on graves in military cemeteries. In 2008, the Senate agreed to a resolution, that designated December 13th as Wreaths Across America Day. But then subsequent ones they have made it either the second or the third Saturday in December. So this weekend is the annual Wreaths Across America, and it's a very meaningful event. As you can see, the background splash that Fett did, and once again, Fett has done an amazing job with the splash page. I'm going to share it right quick here. I'm going to share it. And there are many organizations that partake in Wreaths Across America. One of them is Civil Air Patrol, and it really is a big deal here around the Mid-Atlantic because of its proximity to Arlington National Cemetery, but it's not just limited to Arlington. Any national cemetery or any location with veterans' graves will can participate in Wreaths. So here is the Fett splash page. The key, there you go. And I love that. That is a very wonderful picture that Fett did. So their motto is remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Legatus, keep posting those little statements. We'll put those on at various and sundry points throughout the interview. So without further ado, I'm going to, Snort says, excellent imagery. What did you think, Sandra? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Fett did a wonderful job. As
He
always.
always does a wonderful job.
Yes. Okay. So, how did you get involved with the Wreaths Across America?
Well, it was another instance of being voluntold. I was in the Hagerstown Squadron, and the deputy commander for cadets was needing people to help. Well, since I was one of the few females in the squadron, she asked if I would help and organize things and help with the cadets. And we were doing Arlington. Arlington is a nightmare to do. You go down there in buses, and they have all these people organizing things. You go here, you go there, and there's just people everywhere, and everyone's watching you. So you finally get to the cemetery, and you do the wreath laying, which I guess we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, and I was voluntold that first time, and then I was asked for the next few years. I've gone to Arlington probably about 4 or 5 years, and then we've done Antietam as part of the Martinsburg Squadron for several years. This is the first year we haven't done anything in a while.
Okay. Tell us the logistics. Tell us the whole process that you went through to get involved with what happens for the.
Well, when I was just the voluntold person, it was just showing up in uniform and helping organize all the cadets and everything. However, when I became a squadron commander, we found out there's a lot more to it. So you have an organizer who contacts the organization itself. And then you get together with whatever volunteers you're going to have, and you start putting out flyers in June or July, actually, as early as you can start it. And you put out the information. So each wreath that's sold, I don't remember how much it costs, but a few dollars of that goes back to the organization that's selling the wreaths. So it's a fundraiser for 501c3 organizations, primarily Civil Air Patrol, American Legion, that type of thing that are veteran service or military service type organizations. You get the people to sell however many wreaths that you can get them to sell. Each organization will have a code number when you go onto the national website, and you can put that code number in, and your donation will go to that organization. If you don't have a code number, you can just do a general one, and they will assign it to wherever. And that's what it looks like when we lay the wreath. So you'll turn in all those donations. If you do it online, if you get the link just right, I don't remember how to get to it now, you can actually do it in honor of somebody. So my father was an Army vet, my brother was an Air Force vet. So the one year I went in and I did wreaths in both of their memories. You can do it in memory of someone, in honor of someone, and there's a cutoff date at the beginning of December. They order all the wreaths and they go to the cemetery that you have designated that you're going to participate at. So the day of the wreath laying, you go to the cemetery and there's a flag ceremony, there's speakers, there's a lot of activity that goes on other than just the wreath laying. Then when it's time to lay the wreaths, everyone gets in line and you get one wreath at a time. Sometimes you'll get two depending on how many volunteers there are. You walk to the grave, you stop in front of the grave, you say the person's name if you can read it, because as long as you say their name, they're remembered. You put the wreath down, you step back, and you salute. It's very touching. Doggone it. I'm not emotional. I'm a very stoic person. I will not be emotional. But it's very touching because you remember people that gave their lives for this country. You're remembering those that gave the ultimate sacrifice or those that served and died later. But these are all people that have served honorably because they're in a military cemetery. The cadets participate too, and for them, it brings home. And we're buffering. For them, it brings home a lot of what it means to pay that sacrifice. The last year we did Antietam, there was a young man who had just died a few years before. So his was still a relatively fresh grave. When you're at Arlington, laying wreaths, and they said, I know you're not coming over to our area, but would you lay this wreath at my husband's grave? He was an older gentleman, he had retired. And
Sandra, we're echoing, and I think I'm having a problem with which ones. Please stand by. Okay.
well, you're up twice.
I know it's the switching of the hold on a second. Okay. Oh, still echoing.
Don't
Okay.
hit it again.
Okay. What is going on here? What happened was I tried to get into the website to pull up the pages, and StreamYard did something to me.
Well, don't do that again. So anyway, this family so much for that family to have that loved one acknowledged and remembered. Just, it was a very, very touching thing. And I'm getting a comment that I'm muted. Am I muted? I should be able to be heard through Raymond. Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's try this. I don't know what's with the echo.
Okay, not now. Yeah, to answer the question, Dr. Reeves, yes, they're all made in America. Everything having to do with this is U.S. made. So similar told us that if you go down to Arlington, they expect you to be in your dress blues, and it is frightfully cold. You're freezing, absolutely.
Okay, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to deal with this echo. Yeah.
Ah, here's you.
I don't think a moment of silence is meant while talking. Yeah. Okay, go on.
You don't have me. I'm still backstage. All right. Let's see if I can. The first half of what I said was quiet. So, did you guys hear? Okay, so the first half I was talking about how we have a coordinator who gets with the Wreaths Across America people. They coordinate which cemetery we're going to use, what our code number is going to be for our organization, how we're going to do it. That type. That's even worse. That's better, I guess. Coordinate everything. Talk about how much the wreaths are going to cost, how much goes to the squadron or whatever organization is doing it, and then we start getting people selling the wreaths. The beginning of December, they cut off the selling and they order the wreaths, which are then delivered to the cemetery on the day of the wreath laying. So this Saturday, probably about 7 or 8 in the morning, all these huge trucks are going to be at the different cemeteries, and they'll have the it'll be a pledge, flag presentation, a couple of speeches, some prayers, and then people go and get the wreaths and lay them, say the person's name, and salute so that these people are remembered. Arlington is freezing. I wasn't real fond of doing it. It was a nice show and you get a lot of attention, but let let other people do Arlington. The people that like to be on presentation, like to be on the camera. The last few years we have done Antietam National Cemetery, which is a local soldiers that were buried there, and there are some
All right, I'm using my microphone now. Is that sounding better? Cuts in and out and roboting.
I think we're going to have to do a full reboot. Guys, stand by.
Well, while he does a reboot, I guess it's all on me. So do I sound better now that he's not here? Because we can talk about him if so. Wave to Paul. So we've done Antietam the last few years, and that's turned out really well. They really appreciate the help. Yeah, Legatus, it's like they don't want the message out, which is a shame. Gossip. Carla wants to gossip. All right, so I flew today, and I'm giving Raymond to someone who just got his instructor's license, and he's going to go ahead and work with Raymond so that I don't have to yell at him, because he doesn't like me yelling at him in the airplane. I got him fuzzy Grinch slippers for Hanukkah, and I got him Grinch pajamas, and they've got fuzzy pants to them. How's that for gossip, Carla? Let's see. I don't have any other gossip. So anyway, with Wreaths, it's a very worthwhile organization. They do honor the veterans. Antietam was very rewarding. They really, like I said, they really appreciated us showing up. Yeah, Dolphin wears slippers. He wears Grinchy slippers. The dog tries to steal the other ones. Yeah, Raymond taught the dog how to open the door. So he pushes the door. He tried to get him to open the back door so that he could come into the porch from outside. No, it's got a spring on it. He doesn't like that. I'm in the shower. The dog pushes the door open and comes in and steals slippers or whatever else he can get a hold of. Or he'll just open the door and stare at you. I know, Captain Infinity, slippers on a dolphin. It's kind of funny, isn't it? I don't know where that dolphin is hiding. So let's see. So hello to everybody. Last year we worked with the Winchester Squadron because our coordinator fell off the face of the earth after we started getting things organized. And this year she did it again. Actually, it was a different coordinator, but she fell off the face of the earth as well. So we just got invited yesterday to go down Saturday and do the Wreaths Across America. And it's just too short notice. I'm going to be flying, so I can't do it. And there's the dolphin.
Hello, I'm back. Can everybody? Does this sound better now?
I can't hear you except behind me.
Oh. Okay.
Do you have a microphone on your headset?
Let's go to the audio settings. Yeah, I should.
I think it's a conspiracy. He wanted me on here and he wanted me to talk, so he's doing this on purpose.
No, I am not. How am I sounding, guys? Okay.
Oh, they can hear you now. Good.
Okay.
Two voices. Okay. I'm going to mute myself.
All right, now I'm using Raymond's microphone. Can everybody still hear me?
Okay. While we're while we're waiting for, okay, good. Looks like, yeah, Gumby snuck up on me as I was trying to bring up the,
to the Wreaths Across America. So I wouldn't worry about putting the link up there because Legatus did it already. He beat you to it.
okay, great. Well, that's why he is the first one in, the last one out. Okay. Yeah, Gumby's decided it's gonna act up on me. Hello, Agent Pepsi 1. Hello, Herc 130. And hello, Captain Finity. And I think that's everybody that I've caught up on. Oh, and Carla Burton. Hello, Carla Burton. So, okay, so yeah, we've done the Antietam one. That one was, even though it was raining and yucky, it was still a pretty meaningful ceremony. They had, besides CAP, they had the American Legion riders. They had what else? Who else? Just a bunch of civilians and civil.
Mission Barbecue was actually there.
Oh yeah, Mission Barbecue was there. Yes, indeed. So, okay, so how much of a portion does the if the fundraising unit get?
The last year that we did it, we got $6 from each wreath, I think it was. So it's not a huge amount, but there's a lot of costs involved with it too. But we made, I want to say, about $200 on wreaths, which, because the cadets did a lot of work, we put it towards cadet programs.
Okay.
We did the setup Dalek because I don't know.
It looks like we got it fixed. As long as I don't push any more buttons.
Yeah, don't push button. Don't push button.
Okay. So so the Arlington one is usually the big one. And you've pretty much told us all about it. What else happens on the Arlington one? And is it strictly CAP at Arlington?
Well, we've already talked about the different organizations. So we have American Legion, CAP, ROTC, any other veterans organization. We also have companies that want to be involved. So Mission Barbecue, for those of you that don't have it near you, is a barbecue restaurant that caters to veterans, emergency first responders. Every day at 12:30, they do the national anthem in their stores. They do special things for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, the birthdays of the different military branches, and they participate. So they come out with their employees and they help out. So after the wreaths are laid, everybody pretty much closes up and then goes home. What we've always done is we go out and have something warm to eat because we're frozen through. It's very worthwhile. I'm a freeze baby. I hate the cold. Absolutely hate it. So, yeah, I want something warm when I'm done. That's a good idea, Legatus. I just have to get the laptop to work. He said we should have two.
Yeah, I see it.
If you had a microphone on your headset, then I wouldn't have to mute myself.
I don't,
I know.
unless I use my earbuds.
Yep. See, I avoid coming on. I don't want to troubleshoot too much because I don't want him to make me keep coming on. So Snoopy is right here. I had to go off camera earlier because he wanted a cow ear, and now he wants something else. Snoopy, what do you want?
Herc 130 had a blast watching Carla Vision a few days ago. And Carla says, "Welcome back to my own stream."
I told him about your slippers.
Yeah, I heard it. Well, I was on the other side of the room.
You're not
See?
wearing. Are you wearing?
See, here I am.
Are you wearing them now?
No, I just grabbed the first ones I could.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if your dog wants out. Unless you want to see if your dog wants out.
You go ahead and see what
All
my
right.
dog's.
I'll be back.
Okay. Like my Chromebook, it's on its last legs, and I'm too cheap to replace it. Yeah, iPads are. Let's see. Nope. Now it means we get more of the dynamic duo of Sandra and Raymond. Let's see. I want to see Sandra throw something at the Dolphin. Well, she's close by once she gets back on. She's coming back on. Well, I guess Snoopy didn't want to go outside because I still hear him go ticky ticky ticky.
I have no idea what that dog wants.
Okay. Now, is it strictly? I mentioned that it's. I mentioned that it could go anywhere where they have veterans, but is it only national cemeteries? I couldn't see anything on the site.
The only endorsed ones are the national cemetery. However, if you've got a family member that served that's at another cemetery, you're more than welcome to purchase a wreath and then take it to that cemetery and lay it at your family's graveside.
Okay. And hello, the Comic Relief Crusader.
Oh, cool, Agent Pepsi won a new J. ROTC instructor at the school. Are you guys doing anything with wreaths with the ROTC?
Yeah.
Nort wants to see me throw something at you, dear. If I wasn't afraid of breaking something, I probably would.
Yeah. Snoopy. I want to see Sandra throw something at me. I think at this point, well, we've pretty much said all we could about it. Let's open it up to the chat. Like I said, this is not going to be a long one because this is again, this was meant as a special commemorative event. So this probably is not going to be a long one. Legata says, is this done year round or just around on Memorial Day or Veterans Day? I think they only just do it at the.
It's done right before Christmas. So it's the 16th is this Saturday, and it's usually like the third Saturday in December.
Second or third, according to Wikipedia, if you believe that.
Any other questions? Yeah, I wish your Navy guy luck with ROTC cadets, Agent Pepsi ones. Sometimes they can just act like any other teenager, and you know how awful that can be.
Snorter Poopa says it all.
Yeah.
He just took over the program, and it's such a mess. Wow. A Navy E9. Wow. No, I think it's a Master Chief. I'd have to look at my Navy rank. So, guys, ask questions. I really hate to bring up the site again, otherwise it's going to explode on me. Okay. Yep, snort. I was right. And snort verify. Okay. Okay. How long do the reefs usually stay on the grade?
Usually it's 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of times what they'll do is after Christmas, they'll ask for help in taking them down. Unfortunately, there's not quite as many people willing to help take them down as put them up. I'm going to try to share my screen with Wreaths Across
I got it. Let's see if I can do it without blowing it up.
Are you sure you want to try?
Yeah.
Who invented liquid soap and why? I don't know. Someone wanting money.
All right, can you guys, do we see it? All right. Oh, now it's the chat. Great.
Did you blow up the chat?
I didn't blow up the chat. I just went to YouTube. Okay. So there is the site. I like what they say at the remember the fallen, honor those who serve, teach the next generation the value of freedom. It's the mission of Wreaths Across America.
It's very worthwhile. At this point, it's probably too late to do any more donations. Well, actually, I know it's too late to do any more donations. But it's something to keep in mind for next year. And they do accept donations all year round. So just because you missed this year doesn't mean you can't still donate if you're so inclined. A good one, Snort. Liquid soap was invented by Hubert T. Fastbinder because Tide Pods were too hard for Gen Xers to swallow.
Blow up the chat? Not with the snort pudgy bomb. Wait, did someone say?
What are we going to do with him?
Okay, so that's the main part of the website, their splash page. Evidently in 1992, Worcester Wreath Company had a surplus at the end of the holiday season. So he donated, so the owner or the founder, Maura Worcester, donated to the cemetery 5,000 wreaths to honor the cemetery's dead. In 2014, they had over 700,000 memorial wreaths at 1,000 locations in the U.S. and overseas, including the Arizona Memorial, Bunker Hill, Valley Forge, the the World Trade Center site, and let's see. And also they were able to put wreaths everywhere in Arlington.
Arlington is huge. The CAP National Commander actually goes to the Arlington National Cemetery wreath laying.
I don't know. I'm not sure. The wreaths are numbered. Are they numbered?
No, they're not. Well, they send a certain number of them, however many are ordered for that cemetery, but they're not numbered per se. If there's a specific person you want to lay the wreath on, they will put that one aside specifically for you to go get and put on there.
Okay. Now, if I remember right, since Antietam had, like the Antietam National Cemetery, had a lot of unmarked graves, you still put a wreath on. How does that work? I know you normally salute and say the name of the deceased veteran. What do you do if someone does not have any?
What will usually happen is if there's no name, it's because the grave is so old that the name is worn off. And you just simply say, I don't know your name, but I honor your service, or thank you for contributing to our country. You say something, but you acknowledge that person who is, well, at that point, they're lying there, but even if you don't know who they are, they still are someone that served our country, so you still acknowledge them as best you can. Most of those are going to be Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too many. You said there were some from the coal attack.
Yeah, most of the ones you can't read are Civil War.
Okay. And again, most of them are going to be at the national cemetery, such as Gettysburg, the Arlington, obviously. Yeah. Legatus, yeah. Okay, I imagine that's it. Let me ask Legatus or anybody in Canada or the UK or New Zealand, since we have people all over the world. Is there something like this happening in those areas? Feel free to put that out there. Or is America the only one that primarily does the wreaths? Oh, thank you, Snore. Plus, I wonder what happens, like for the American cemeteries in Luxembourg and in Luxembourg or Normandy.
I don't know if they do anything for the overseas.
I'm going to.
It would be nice, but it's a lot of logistics to do something like that.
Let's see. Oh, according to this, they do.
Oh, they do?
They do it overseas. Well, let's see. Screen. Okay. The Commonwealth nations put poppies. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking. Okay. About the leadership partners. Mobile. Okay. Remembrance tree. All right, let's see this. Location and Oh, wow. Here, I'm going to put this on.
Hopefully you won't blow the stream up again.
I hope I won't. Okay.
Snoopy is sulking. I don't know why he's sulking, but he is.
Okay. Currently, there is a location. Here is right now a location of where they're doing the ceremonies. Okay, I imagine okay, that's Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska. I wonder. Okay, let's go this way. Aha, yes, they do. Okay, they do. They do the Luxembourg. They do the Luxembourg, the Normandy, and I guess one in Italy. So that's where they do the reflings. Let's see. Okay, they also do some on what? Why is there one?
Probably the USS Cole. That's out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. I don't know. No, the Cole happened in Middle East. This is like kind of
South
out.
Africa.
Yeah. So, well, but so that's where they're at. Let's see. Legata says each year we have a section where all the people from our area who died serving across this place. This is done in time for Memorial Day / Armistice Day, November 11th. And Comic Relief says we have something similar in Canada. And Legatus Legion I says each cross has the name and their date, born and died on it. Oh, one thing that that comes up, we have a Harper's Ferry field trip where we go visit the national park and talk about all the historical things happening in Harper's Ferry. There is this one gravestone fenced in of a Revolutionary War soldier. Now, I don't know who. I'm going to screw it up. So anybody who can correct me is going to, because the tour guide tells us this, all that. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
This is the field of crosses that Legatus was talking about.
Okay.
He put the link in the chat. He's a good man.
Thank you, Legatus. So what? If you've heard of the legend of the coins, that if you put a certain coin on there, he's a veteran that served. There's another coin that you were there when he died, and the tour guide is always pondering, why is there a coin that states that the layer of the coin was there when the Revolutionary War soldier died? That's over 200 years ago. And like I said, I probably screwed up that legend because I forgot which coin signifies what for a veteran. Sandra, do you?
I don't remember.
Uh,
I think one's a penny and one's a nickel.
And there's a quarter too. Hold on. A coin. Okay, let me go to ask.com. Okay. Okay.
What do you want? What do you want, baby?
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Of course. Oh, come on.
That was a funny look on your face.
Hmm?
That was a funny look on your face.
I'm trying to do.
What are you trying to look up?
I'm trying to do this. Find out the meaning of the. No, I don't want to buy a book. I will have to ask the person. Okay.
A penny means you visited. A nickel means you.
Okay. Is this a Lagas?
No, I looked it up. I Googled it.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Penny means you visited. A nickel means you and the deceased veteran were in boot camp together. A dime means you served together in some capacity. A quarter is very significant because it means you were there when the veteran died.
So why? And there were quarters on this person's tombstone. Isn't that spooky? For a revolutionary, someone who died during the revolution. Do they recommend that if you serve and are allowed that you wear your uniform when laying the wreath?
They encourage it. You know, they don't require it, but if you can still fit into your uniform, then they encourage you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can get a Snoopy sighting. I tried to get him to jump up, but I guess his legs hurt too much.
Okay. Salty dog. Okay. So are there any other questions out there?
You keep making the oddest looking faces.
What? I'm wearing my glasses. I'm looking to see if do we have any other? I think that's one of life's mysterious questions. Comic relief.
I know the airspeed of a 172 is a whole lot slower than a 182.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me see.
There is a ceremony overall, but there's not one specifically over the wreaths. The ceremony and the prayers and everything are at a central location before everyone goes to the truck to pick up the wreaths. So I guess in a way they are, because there's a ceremony before, but not standing at the truck. And these are tractor trailer trucks. They're not like pickup trucks.
How many? It was just one that went to Antietam, right?
I
The
think
one
there
we
was
went
just
to.
one tractor trailer at Antietam, and they had close to 1,000 wreaths.
Yeah.
And that's one of the smaller cemeteries.
Yeah. In fact, that tractor trailer took up both lanes of the street.
I remember at Antietam when we went there, probably 30 or 40 tractor trailers full.
You mean Arlington?
Arlington, yeah.
Yeah. Because we only had the one, and we only had the one, and that was big enough. That blocked the whole street.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It's a way to give tribute to those who served and paid the ultimate price. And again, it's because the season, reefs are readily available, and it's a different season that you could put, that you can honor those who gave their lives for our country. Herc, have you ever done Herc 130? Have you ever done a Wreaths Across America? I know he's a veteran. We'll see if it.
It is a very emotional time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it would be. It's just laying wreaths. But when you think about the people that are there and the sacrifice that was made, and just the fact you're honoring them, it can be very, very emotional, especially your first time or two.
Yeah. Now, Sandra, you've done small, you've done large. What would you recommend? The
Small.
small.
Large, you get lost in the crowd. You can do 20 or 30 graves, which is great, but it doesn't have the same impact, the same meaning as going to the smaller cemeteries. And going to the smaller ones also means more to the families, the descendants of the people who are buried in those smaller cemeteries. Everybody wants to go to Arlington. Everybody wants to go to the big cemeteries. Nobody wants to go to the small local ones. And those are the ones that need the most help. And they've got a lot of people there that are either forgotten or their families feel like they're forgotten. It's a lot more personal and means a lot more going to the local ones.
Okay, here's a question for you. I don't know. I'm not sure if you know it. Now, if I remember right, our Antietam is divided into two cemeteries, one for the Union and one for the Confederacy. Are the Confederacy getting graves? Do you know? Are they getting graves?
I don't know if there's still a separation. There was at one point, but Abraham Lincoln restored the citizenship after the Civil War. So it doesn't matter if you're a Confederate veteran or a Union veteran. A veteran is a veteran. So any walls that were up between the two are gone. I know there is a Confederate cemetery relatively close to here, but our cadets chose to do the one in Arlington that's mixed.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm looking at the video from that Legatus just put up.
Well, put it up. If you can do it without crashing the stream.
I'm going to try. No, let's see.
asked countless times, what is a veteran's wreath? And why do we place wreaths on veterans' graves? A veteran's wreath is made of 10 bouquets. Each bouquet describes a veteran. The first bouquet stands for a veteran's belief in greater good. The second bouquet stands for their love for one another. The third bouquet stands for a veteran's strength, work ethic, and character. The fourth bouquet stands for a veteran's honesty and integrity. The fifth bouquet stands for a veteran's humility, selflessness, and modesty. The sixth bouquet stands for a veteran's ambitions and aspirations. The seventh bouquet stands for a veteran's optimism for their fellow Americans and for our country. The eighth bouquet stands for the veteran's concern for the future and for future generations. The ninth bouquet stands for a veteran's pride to carry out their duties. The 10th bouquet, and final bouquet, stands for the veteran's hopes and dreams that didn't always come true, but left with no regrets. Now this wreath, made with 10 bouquets, is a symbol of honor, respect, and victory. It is made from evergreen, which symbolizes longevity and endurance. The circular shape symbolizes eternity and has no beginning and no end. Its clean forest scent symbolizes purity and simplicity. Its red bow symbolizes great sacrifice. This year, when you place a wreath on a veteran's grave, you know it's not just a wreath, it's a personal gift to an American hero. And you will swell with pride knowing that you have done something very, very special. God bless our veterans and God bless America.
At Arlington National Cemetery. This is a seasonal tradition that the staff, the public, and family pass holders look forward to every year. The National Wreaths Across America Day is incredibly important because it allows individuals, the public, family pass holders, to be able to come to Arlington National Cemetery and lay a Wreaths Across America wreath that is only done once a year.
Something of this scale includes over 250,000 wreaths to be placed. Arlington National Cemetery, it captures a lot of emotion for a lot of people across the country, and it's really nice to see this is a place where people can unite, people can come, they can pay their respects to their loved ones, they can appreciate the beauty of a landmark that's dedicated to service, to sacrifice. When people come here, they're able to gaze out upon all the gravestones, and they really see the enormity of what service is and what sacrifice is.
This year on Saturday, December 12th, we were able to provide an entire day just for family pass holders to lay Wreaths Across America wreaths at their loved ones' grave sites or niche covers. It was an opportunity for family pass holders to be able to connect and honor and remember their loved ones buried here at Arlington National Cemetery.
When family pass holders come here, they have a monument to their loved one. They have one of these white gravestones that means a lot more to them than to anybody else. And I think it's special for them to be able to have an opportunity to come, relax, reflect, honor their loved one. Everybody comes here with their own, in order to experience their own story, but it's a lot more meaningful to be able to, come in, go to the grave of the person that you knew and grew up with, and be able to lay a wreath.
There's a combined effort here at Arlington National Cemetery with our civilian staff, contractors, and military personnel. It's not about just coming to work here every day. It's about what we value here as people and as a staff. Everyone knows a veteran or has a loved one here buried at the cemetery or is connected to someone with a loved one here at the cemetery. On days like Wreaths Across America, it allows us to be able to harness those connections and being able to honor, remember, and explore with our staff, our loved ones, the public, and family pass holders.
I don't think you can say it any better than that. Hello, John.
I looked at the CAP website to see if I could find any pictures from CAP, and there aren't any, and I can't find any in my personal photos, so they must all be real pictures and not electronic photos.
Hello, John Rendell. And let's see. Herc says, I always feel the best when I volunteered to help do something, and worse when I'm voluntold to do something. It's not from the heart.
Exactly.
We did the Antietam out of because we wanted to.
I hated the cold, but it was a good thing to do.
Hello, Phantom Outsider. I hope you all were able to watch and listen to the video. I hope I didn't screw up the sound on that one. Both of them were really, you can't really.
I agree with Phantom Outsider. At least they do make sure every single person gets a wreath. They don't go by who has the most family, who has the most money, who's more important. Everybody gets a wreath.
Yes. John says, hi, very interesting video. I tend to fix broken flags or at least get them off the ground when I go to research cemeteries.
Very good.
Yes. Okay. All right. If there are no more questions or no more comments on this, I knew it had to be a special event to get Sandra here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this showing things like this is a lot of what we do here at King Dolphin TV. You know, bring awareness of things that may not necessarily be out there for people to see. So I appreciate that you came out here. You came on kicking and screaming.
Hi, John. Yes, kicking and screaming.
Hey, they love you. They love you out here.
Well, I love them too, but that doesn't mean I want to be on camera.
Phantom Outsider says it's only right as they all sacrifice. A wreath seems to be the very least to be done. Yes, indeed. So, all right. I think we're going to go about another 10, 15 minutes if anybody has any other questions.
Well, thank you, John. I'm glad I look natural, but I'd rather leave the I don't know, the on camera talking to people to Raymond. I don't mind doing it, but it's his show. I'm more than happy to support him and be in the background.
Okay.
Because he's my sweetie.
And you could see me over here.
I can see you over there, and I can see you over there. It's the back of your head.
Yep. I have white back.
So everybody can see we have a wood burning stove back here that took the place of the original fireplace. And we've got stuff up on top. And we've got airplanes over here. The shelf. And that actually is my grandmother's lamp. It's an antique. And that's a ceiling fan up there. And that's curtains and windows over here. And
Bunches of books.
Bookcase behind here.
Yeah.
It's odd when you're trying to look and go.
Yeah, it's the opposite direction. Phantom Outsider says it'd be even better if they stop mismanaging the Veterans Administration and give them excellent care while they're still with us. Amen.
Fortunately, the Martinsburg, West Virginia VA is really good. They actually do what they're supposed to do. West Virginia, for your nursing license, they have had you required every year to do a couple of hours of continuing education on things that affect veterans specifically. especially the mental health issues like the suicide and the drug addiction, that type of thing that affect veterans. So it's West Virginia values its veterans.
Yep.
And we get our concealed carry free.
Hey, we got to get, hey, politics, no politics. Let's see. John says, very cool room. Yeah. And John says, amen, Phantom. Yes. Amen, Phantom. Okay. No pudgy.
Snoopy has a bed here, and Snoopy has a bed over there, but he's on the couch.
Nope, he's not.
He's not on the couch?
Not on the couch.
Okay. Well, he's got 2 beds and usually lays on the couch.
He's not on the bed by the bar.
Oh, that sounds really cool, Herc.
Yes. Yeah, that would be interesting. We'll figure a time when we can do that, Herc 130. Send me a DM or an email and we'll get something going on that. I normally stay away from politics, but because that's not what King Dolphin TV does here. But I think this would be a very interesting item. What would you say, Sandra, my producer?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is apolitical. This is something that's an experience that a lot of people don't understand, that this is part of serving in the military. This is part of what you sign up for, whether you understand it or not when you do the signing.
Yep. Yes. So true. So yeah, let's get something together, Herc. And John Rendell says we have a VA hospital in Wilkes-Barre that keeps giving my brother Jody a hard time between them and his regular doctors.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. I do gotta say, Mark, the Martinsburg Center is really, really good. But they're waiting for appointments is irksome.
Yeah, but at least you can get appointments.
True that. How is the recovery of the fallen? I know. I agree. I agree now that we've talked about it, Phantom, and we're gonna get something together. We'll get something with Herc 130 together.
Your dog wants something.
He always wants something.
All right, I'm going to see what your dog wants.
Okay.
What do you want? Show me.
Any other questions? Yeah, Phantom. At first glance, I want to be careful, but then I also want to, being a veteran myself, I respect it. I am not doing well right now. Sorry. Herc understands, I think. Okay. Are there any other questions? Questions, comments, statements? I agree totally, Phantom Outsider. Good governance, taking care of the veterans, being careful with frugal with tax dollars should never be political. It should be just how it's done, period. So true. Lincoln said, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember but it was he started the Veterans Administration to care for the soldiers. And again, it's they have a lot of things to do better. They have to do things better. True. That is true. You respect the dignity of the situation without the need for blame or politics. Yep. Right under that. Yep. So, all right. Okay. So yeah, Herc, let's make this happen. Any other things? Okay.
Now, even if you can't participate in Wreaths Across America, remember our fallen, regardless of what country you're in, because our service people serve. I have never heard it better than we have written a blank check to the people in our government or the people of our nation. And that blank check can be anywhere from serving behind a desk to sacrificing your life. And when we sign that blank check, we are promising to defend our country, defend our people to our death. And I know as a vet myself, I have never given up my oath to support and defend the Constitution. We support the Second Amendment, clearly. But if it comes down to it, I'll do what I have to defend my country.
I agree totally. It's like Sandra said, I didn't, when I retired, I still have the oath to serve and defend my Constitution and my country. And part of it is also remembering. So.
Not meaning to be a downer. Don't want to be a downer.
Well,
but this is one way that we can honor the people that did give that ultimate sacrifice or died after they have served and come home to whatever trauma or not trauma, whatever they've lived through and have served honorably, because you can't get in a national cemetery if you have not served honorably.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I have a great uncle in Arlington with his wife. Out of the blue, I found a uniform dealer who has his full uniform and helmet. Wow. From World War I. Whoa. Those who gave life and limb, family and sanity, hopes, dreams, aspirations, and futures that we may practice the freedoms we enjoy in peace. So true. So true, Fanti. Yep. I agree 100%. Okay. All right. Well, it is 7:25, and like I said, yes, this was a heavy Yes, this was a heavy episode, this evening, but I wanted to. I knew this was coming up, and I wanted to bring attention to this important event, and I hope I've done. It right. One of my mother's cousins is in Arlington with her husband who served in Vietnam. Only he was in covert, and she never knew he'd go there on missions. Ooh. A lot we don't know.
Well, I hope I did okay filling in and vamping.
Oh, you did well. You did well. What do you think, Chap? Do you think she did okay?
Snoopy will do a tap dance. Snoopy's been doing a tap dance all evening. He finally went outside, and I'm just waiting for him to come up and stare at me through the window so I can let him back in.
Okay.
He likes to just kind of stare.
With the hangdog look.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we will start with show notes.
Oh, no, show notes.
Shows with Mr. Ray. Show those with Sandra too. Mr. Raymond, push the button.
Okay, it is show notes time. Snoopy just went out to get his backup dancers from the koi pond. If they're moving. That's creepy, Phantom. Ugh. That's, yeah. I'm sure there are a lot of them like that. All right, so show notes. Oh, I got to open it up. When my screen died, I lost my file.
Snoopy's ready to come in.
Okay. Okay, we've got show notes. This Saturday will be the usual Just Cuz with crazy stuff, mayhem, the kitty pond. Thank you, John. The kitty table, maybe the slapshot table, the usual madness and shenanigans. We'll probably need it. I mean, it's probably a good thing we'll do that in light of how somber this one was. A week from Wednesday, we're going to have Sci-Fi Mambi visit us for an interview. On the 24th, oh my God, the 24th is only a week and a half away. We're going to have the Christmas Eve show. Kitty Pond. Eclairs in a hot tub. Yeah. Okay. I'll get to that, Legatus. So the 24th, we're going to have our Christmas Eve show. We're going to track Santa on the NORAD tracking device. We're going to, on the 27th, 2 weeks from this past Wednesday, where there's a to be determined, and we'll figure something out. And then, let me get this. Hold on. Let's see. This episode is brought to you by the Slappies, the worst of the worst. December 30th, exclusively on King Dolphin TV. Be there. It'll be a blast. Once again, December 30th, the Slappies. And December 31st, New Year's Eve, we will have our New Year's Eve show. And it will be great. Slapping.
The goddess says that next year's Wreaths Across America is December 21st.
Okay. Slap-ageddon, yes. For next year, to give time to volunteer, should this be done on or near Memorial Armistice Day to give people in the U.S. time to sign up and volunteer? That might be a good idea, but again, it might be wreath availability.
But you can go onto the website any point during the year if you don't want to actually go lay a wreath. You can go on any time during the year and put in a donation for a specific cemetery, for a specific organization, or for if you want to get one for yourself to go and lay at a cemetery for someone.
Okay.
Or have one in honor of someone.
Okay. Let's see. Kitty pond, eclairs in a hot tub. Oh, not in this climate today.
It's in the 20s.
John says, very well done show. From what I saw, I'll catch what I missed in a little bit. Okay, great, John. All right. Let me start thanking everybody who came. Again, it was a little somber, but I think it was important. I hope everybody agreed. We had Captain Infinity here. We had Herc 130. Yes, we'll get together. We'll figure it out. That might be a good Memorial Day one. Let me think on that. We had the wonderful Carla Burton. Hello, dear lady. We had the great Phantom Outsider. Okay. We had Matt G. alias Taylor Swift is greater than Disney.
Yes, it's 501c3. It's tax deductible.
Thank you, Sandra. Yes, for those in the states who do contribute funds and buy reefs, is it tax deductible? Yes, Sandra just asked. Okay. And Snorter Poopa says, take care. Every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and platypus. Platypus, huh? We didn't have Pudgy or Cobalt tonight. They must have been busy with their stuff. Hi, guys. All right. And then my amazing wrench team supreme. We had the Comic Relief Crusader visit. We had the first one, the last one, the first one in, the last one out, Legatus Legionii. We had the wonderful Agent Pepsi 1 come and visit us. We had the Exterminator, Dalek 451, visit us. He was surprised that we had a show, but we had a show. And we had John Rendo. We've got John Rendo here. our co-host on Just Cuz. Our co-host. Yes, and first, before I thank our co-host and special guest for tonight. Hey, get it right, Fleet. Get it right, Dolphin. Slaughter Pupas! Q-Bar. Great show. Great show. Don't forget those who served. Get a wreath. Oh, dot screen. All right. And thank you very much for doing this on short notice and having the good humor to do it, honey. Everybody loved having you on. I think they like you more than me.
Well, I'm glad to have helped you, but remember, don't get used to it because I'm not going to do it all the time. I love you, honey, but this is not something that I really want to do a lot.
Okay.
Only because I love you.
All right. I appreciate it. Love you too, honey. Thank you again, Sandra, for being a good sport and joining us on this.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the week. We will see you on Saturday for Just Cuz. And bring your jokes. Remember, it's warm up. We only have two more Just Cuzes before the Slappies. The co-host and cohort. Yeah. Snort says, no cookies for me tonight. She hasn't baked them yet. She's mailed it.
Snickerdoodle sitting in the can.
You mailed all the ones you had.
No, there's snickerdoodles sitting in that can.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot, but there's some.
Huh.
Maybe I'll just take them to work and eat them all myself.
Hey, I want my stick. John says, just pretend you're in an airplane. Okay, everybody. You have a great evening. See you Saturday. Okay. Enjoy the cinema. And have a good night. And again, guys, we will see you on Saturday. Love you all. Take care.
Good night.